Alright, audio mixing. So whenever we audio mix, we want to make sure that our background music or audio from our original clip, as well as the sound effects, all sound natural and there's nothing that is picking the ear in the wrong way whenever we are consuming the video. So I have selected some music and a sound effect just for the example. Unfortunately for this video, these do not correlate in any way, but for the sake of the explanation, I'm going to be showing you guys how you want to work with these elements to make something that just makes sense. So first thing we want to do is go ahead and look at our audio meter over here.
Daddy, I want to turn on the swing set.
No.
But you've gone for 2 turns.
So as you can see that it is around -12, and something that's really important to know is you don't want this to go, you want to keep the audio in between 0 and -6 dB. So there's 2 ways that we can do this. When we go to our clip here and we go to the effects control panel, we have a volume adjuster, so we can adjust the level and become louder, but that was really loud, so we don't want it to work that way. We want it to
It looks like
stay
fun and I want to
within,
do it.
No, I'm doing it.
we want to stay within -6 and 0, so we would have to just adjust it a bit. Round over here,
I'm gonna do a big jump off.
and that would be appropriate. Now there is other ways where we can expand the audio and raise this bar here. As you can see, we have keyframes from whenever we adjusted the start of it, but we won't be playing around with this anymore. There is another way. If you guys didn't know, you can right click audio gain, or you can use the keyboard shortcut G, and you have these options here. So you could adjust the gain by you can drag that meter here, or you can normalize the peak to 0, and what that does is make sure that it never it hits the right dB.
Never see Robert Duvall. I know.
So the peak will never hit over whenever we normalize that peak. If we put it on 6, it's gonna be very loud.
Fine.
So there you go. Well, we have multiple clips here, and they all have different volume levels. So right now I just made a cut within our clip here, and we want to transition this audio. So what we want to do is add a cross dissolve, and we can do that by clicking Alt and mouse button 1, and then after Shift plus D, and then you could do that throughout your entire clip wherever let's say you have multiple scenes, and that will basically ensure a smooth transition from one scene to the next.
Copy that.
So there we go. Another thing that you could do is have your multiple clips selected, and we're just gonna cut because everything is peaking. So you can select all your clips, press G, and then normalize that peak to 0, and now you can see that they're all leveled. Everything looks clear, and you can also press you can select all of these, press Alt M1, and then Shift D.
Hear it. Thank you.
Copy that.
Boy, I sure hope they find him. Otherwise, we're all gonna...
I just bought my cookies so I can go home.
So all the audio levels are now working together so that everything transitions smoothly. So now we're gonna just go ahead and add some music, and let's see how music will play out. And bear with me that this these clips don't work in harmony together. So
Have to share with you.
So what you want to do is, let's say you want to start the clip off peaking high, and let's say you have a narration when someone speaks. You would probably want to make sure that goes
Daddy,
down.
I want to turn on the swing set.
No!
But you've gone for 2 turns.
Get lost!
It looks like fun and I want to do it.
No!
So as you can see there, our audio levels are very high. So what we can do is start it from a lower.
Daddy, I want to turn on the swing set.
No!
But you've gone for 2 turns.
Get lost!
It looks like fun.
And you can see that the audio fades out perfectly. So there you go. You can also make multiple keyframes, and you can play around with the ramps.
And I want to do it.
No,
Have it go
I'm doing
from loud to slow, or loud to quiet, loud to quiet. And then another thing you probably should know about is sound effects. So to just use a sound effect, you just want to place it at the appropriate time. So we have Peter falling here, and I could just go ahead and play this as he's falling.
Ah! Get Mom!
And there we go. So whenever you are working with multiple audio clips, it's also important to know about these mute and solo track. Whenever you mute a track, you can no longer hear this, but you can just hear this if you want to isolate something to work on it more efficiently. Or you could just solo track and it'll just play the original clip. It isolates the other, and it just gives focus to this one particular clip. So that was audio mixing, the basics. You could get pretty far with just knowing this, but if you did need to work on something more in depth, you could go ahead and use Adobe Audition or any other audio mixing program that you know of. But that basically concludes the video. So if you did enjoy, then just make sure to like the video, and thank you.